astrologer. Today in this video I wanted to pop on and kind of just talk about what's going on for the rest of 2020 and through 2021. Kind of wanted to talk about like the big picture of what we are in now and what energy we're moving into. This is just my personal opinion as the astrology is playing out and like what I'm seeing in the future. Take the pieces that feel good for you and leave the rest. So the last half of 2020, we're in a bit of reversed motion, right? Mars is retrograde, meaning we're revisiting some things, kind of like a redoing of the spring of 2020. Mars is squaring Saturn and Pluto during this time, and 3 different times, and that just means that there's a lot of heaviness and weight and a bit of like pessimism in the air, or feeling like you're being smushed or restricted in some way. So be gentle on yourselves for the rest of 2020, as I think we've all learned that that's what we have to do in order to survive, is like be gentle on ourselves and like just put one foot in front of the other. December 21st, 2020, we are going through the Great Awakening. This is coming. We're in it. This is when Saturn and Jupiter come together, right? This is when, and we're starting to see lots of people wake up, not only to all different ideas of spirituality, but also just like the control and power that we've been under for so many years, right? We've been in this earth cycle for 200 years where the priority has been materialism and wealth and power and control of people. We've been under this power structure, this earth system for the last 200 years, and this is what we're ending. And what's happening is we're starting to wake up to who has the control. The media, the banking systems, the government, we're waking up to how much control these things really have. The pharmaceutical companies, we're waking up to the control that they have over the human population. And this is part of the Great Awakening. We're waking up to all kinds of things, like what matters most to us. When we're in quarantine, we spent time really evaluating ourselves and what our needs were and what we valued, and we got time with our families, and our priorities have shifted. A lot of people are going through really hard times so that they can understand like what actually matters to them. And this Great Awakening that's happening is happening. Like, it's going down, and it gives me a lot of hope. But in the meantime, a lot of the power, where the power lies in our systems, is going to become louder and more tense. So as one thing starts to crumble, like, for example, all these things, all these structures and systems that have had power over the human population, as those things start to crumble and we start to wake up, those things become louder and they try to grip on more. And then more fear is produced. And we're grieving our old selves, that we're never going to go back to that we're never going to go back to the old way. It's just not going to happen. We're growing. We're all growing as a society. Really, truly, the best things that we can do right now are to see the things play out, like, from a higher perspective. Like, I've been using the vision of, like, the pyramid, where you can see all the 4 structures, you can see all the 4 perspectives, and if you come to the top, you can see everything going down. Sometimes what people call the 5D reality, where you're zoomed out enough where you can see it all being played out without attaching to it. The thing is, we are waking up. Like, the earth is moving into more in an enlightened stage. The earth is waking up into more of a loving, we are one sort of energy, where we're waking up to what has had power and control over us in the past, and what can we let go of so that we can step into this new cycle. The new cycle is an air. It's where we value people's ideas and listening to each other, humanity and trading and barter systems and community and things that work for the greater good. This is the cycle we're moving into. This is also part of the age of Aquarius, which I'll speak about in a minute. But this is 200-year cycle that we're moving into, which starts in December, is truly where we start to value much different things, and truly where the earth systems and structures are crumbling away. While these structures and systems crumble away, which isn't just going to take all of 2020, this bleeds into the next few years, it's painful. And we're grieving our old self. And like I said, the structures and the power and the people in power are going to grip on harder and promote and produce fear, because that's what works. The people in power, the people that have the most money, that rule the corporations, that are in charge of pharmaceutical companies and media corporations, are going to become louder. because we're waking up to the control that they have. Okay? So the best thing that we can do is watch it play out from the top. Watch it play out without getting attached to it. Yes, it's going to be scary and it's going to bring up a lot of fear. We're in a human body. This is totally normal for it to bring up fear. What our job is to know that we're waking up and we're moving in towards the light. What our job is to not grab onto the fear and make that our reality. What our job is to look at it from a higher perspective where we're seeing what's going on and knowing with every cell in our body that we're moving to enlightened stages. But this is truly what the astrology is saying of 2020 into 2021. There's still tension in 2021. We still have a long way to go. We still have to crumble these structures and systems that we're now waking up to the fact that they don't work anymore. I personally don't think that the human race is quite ready for all of the truth to come out yet, but the planets are pushing us in this direction. Jupiter and Pluto together have brought up a lot of stuff. And I personally think that a lot of conspiracy theories, which I hate that term because I believe as a human that we should be able to theorize about all kinds of things and have ideas about what's going on without being judged. Just my 2 cents. So the theories, I believe, in 2021 are going to come to light. I think that a lot is going to come to light. A lot of revealing of these power structures and who has the power and what has actually went down in the past to control the mass number of human beings. I think this is going to come to light in 2021. This is where I believe, as Lori Ladd said it, the curtain is revealed like the Wizard of Oz. Like we finally see the man behind the curtain. This is going down in 2021. So this fall is really tumultuous. Obviously, we're already seeing that. And it's going to become more intense as we move into this new air cycle. We are currently in the age of Pisces, and we've been here for 2,000 years. So the ages in astrology are these 2,100 year cycles that we go through. And we're currently ending the age of Pisces, and we're moving into the age of Aquarius, which is in the 2030s. So if you think about it from a 2,000 year cycle perspective, we are in the end years. So we're ending a 2,100 year cycle in the age of Pisces, and we're moving into the age of Aquarius, which is very... It's similar to those air topics I was speaking about, where we look at, how can technology help our Earth and humanity? How can we come together as a community and use trade and barter systems? How can we value ideas over material wealth? We're ending huge cycles of time, and your soul, I believe that your soul is truly equipped for this and that chose this. The whole point of this video is to tell you that this is temporary and that we're really at the end of these cycles and we're really being asked to let go of stuff. And the people that have power are going to become louder and louder, and they are going to pull out all the stops to control the human population. And we are moving into an age where it's no longer about the people in control and the puppeteers, and more about us coming together as humanity and society. And to get from one to the other is very tumultuous and really hard, and it's going to bring up a lot. If you can do things for yourself that help your nervous system, moving your body, getting enough sleep, checking in on your loved ones, taking care of each other, being gentle on yourself, all of these things are so important because we're kind of in this holding pattern where we're revisiting the past so that we can see what we need to do in the future. And I think that in 2021 a lot more truth is going to come to light that makes when we're able to handle it. But what actually matters is taking care of ourselves right now and taking care of each other and not glomming on to what the media is telling us and what the people in power are telling us. Just question everything. There is nothing wrong with questioning. There is nothing wrong with questioning why we are being asked to do what we're doing. In fact, the more we do that, the better off we are. And we are leveling up as a human race. No matter what we do, it's happening. And we have to let go of this garbage and the sludge in order to get there. And it's going to happen. If we can see it from that place where we allow ourselves to feel the fear and the grieving and anything else, but not attach ourselves to it and let it go, we can get there faster. Sending you guys all the love and all of the care and all of it. If you're interested in a birth chart reading, you can visit my website, farmhousemoon.com, and we can set something up. I'm also offering Mars retrograde readings via email, where I go over where in your life you're kind of being asked to go backwards, or where in your life you're being asked to revisit some things, like where the growth lives for the next couple of months for you. So those are $20, and if you're interested in that, please send me a message and I'll type something up for you. Otherwise, guys, hang in there. These are serious growing pains. We can get through it together. Sending you all the love.